kind of like guarantee our win that way.
Meanwhile, on Dignitas, what is our final choice? Okay, the Hui for Palafox, pick number 5.
Okay, it's got good range. So you can have pretty well pushing again here on the reset. Nice little farming for themselves so far.
Ignar,
okay.
Spot on the heel there. Sven and FBI trading back and forth pretty heavily. Sven wants to go in. Ignar has to use both summoner spells, getting away for now. C9 still hanging around, but a nice gank comes in from XU. Immediate wombo combo for the first blood, and the Jarvan is on the board. Nicely played from Dig.
Really good. It ends up baiting someone in. It's like, oh yeah, meant to do that the entire time.
For sure.
All along, for sure. But because of it, and the push down here, still going to be able to grab Dragon. Flash on bottom.
Okay, Grub's being picked up. XU's in charge of that. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Ignar taken very low, down to about 50 HP. Got to be careful on this one as Blabber arrives into the fight. FBI trying to get something back, but it will not work. Blabber picks up the kill, and C9 make their win.
He came back with his Trinity Force, so Cloud9 ready to fight this. APA on brush here.
Dignitas on the approach, though. They don't just want to let this one go for free. Keep your eyes on XU. APA immediately with the engage. Chunks the Jarvan down below half HP. The Dragon still very low, but not dead just yet. XU falls first. APA taking the kill on that one as the Drake does go C9's way. It's a 1-for-1 so far. FBI looking for a little bit more. Sven very low on HP here, and the Severing Bolt secures it around, but Photon does get back in time. Won't find himself ganked here just yet, but considering C9 is overloading this bottom side, top side of the map, Rift Herald, free and clear for Dignitas.
Yep, going for a trade. Seconds, every little wave here, and immediately going to drive the Herald into mid. Nothing really is there for Cloud9 to be able to stop them, so Dignitas
trying to walk back to safety, does avoid the initial Jarvan combo. Still trying to escape the pressure coming in from Dignitas, but XU's ready to full send it, and he takes the kill immediately before C9 can do anything in response.
Ignar just going to self-ult as well, make sure he doesn't give over a counter kill. Nicely done. Make the call. Fine, we are leaving.
I mean, they have no ultimates. The only ultimate available is Palafox. Everybody else still has a little bit of time left to go on the cooldown as APA makes the engage. Big ulti there with a Palafox, and the shutdown comes through for Sven. The Fed Hui dies immediately. C9 moves to Soul Point. FBI has to flash just to make sure
he's forward past the Dragon. And APA is like, oh, great. I'll wrap around and get a kill while you guys are watching our plan. Is in full motion here. They're
ooh, XU immediate flash. Cataclysm comes out, but where's the rest of the team? XU just gives it away mid lane.
They're with you for the next 15 seconds here leading up to this Dragon. Let's see if there's any poke damage done.
Yeah, the Ornhorn has already been summoned. Thanatos with a flash. They're full sending on to FBI, and he's already down. Blabber's going to take the first kill. As XU is about to die, he tries to escape, but APA still has enough damage to take him out. It's a 2-for-0 for C9. One of them's the enemy jungler. Sven nearly getting caught on the very back end of the fight, burning low from the equalizer, but not quite dead just yet. Sidesteps the Severing Bolt, hits him with the Papega Frog, eats some honey fruit. C9 are chilling.
Good emo casting.
Yeah, it's important.
And I don't know if it's too mean to say, but it's like, that's how you do a mid lane engage right there. That was just sick from
just a second that the Muramana for Sven is also upgraded. And then Trinity Force for Blabber. FBI going in, trying to find the damage here onto the Ezreal. Can't quite kill him just yet, and the Seraphine keeps him alive yet again. C9 trying to fight back now as Blabber is shut down. Photon's going to take the first kill, but Thanatos on the left side of the fight is a problem. APA wrapping around from behind, finds the angle. Photon barely staying alive. Dignitas getting away for now. It's a 1-for-1. FBI for Blabber.
Okay, what can they do afterwards here? No jungler for Cloud9, but they still have the Chemtech Soul, and they can push in on this tower. Sven is right back up to full health almost. And they're going to be able to get the tower in the aftermath as well. Poke damage being sustained here by XU. But there's no flash on Sven or on Vulcan flank.
Yeah, APA over the wall immediately just drops the combo onto Palafox. True Shot Barrage rushes in right alongside the Ornhorn. XU now going to be the next target. He's stunned up inside his own Cataclysm, staying alive for now, tries to flash away, but it will not work. It's a 1-for-1 as APA also falls. Dignitas seeing if there's anything else they might be able to find here, but C9 are going to exfiltrate.
Yeah, good damage still from Dignitas over the wall here. Hui damage is able to pop them. Wait a minute.
Sven, he's playing on the edge there a little bit, FBI. Okay. I'm curious if we're actually going to see this get full sent or not, because I feel like neither side really wants to go all in here.
Yeah, FBI does have his ghost pop, so he's trying to make use of this speed. He's dodging a lot of skill shots here, but he doesn't quite have his IE done.
Yeah. Okay, Photon stepping up, takes a bunch of damage. Sven has to arcane shift backwards, keeping himself alive for now. True Shot Barrage goes through. Nice charm to FBI. Blabber takes the kill. With the enemy AD carry down, C9 is on the attack. Tries to use the smite there. Blabber cannot quite catch up to Photon though. Blastcone's gonna get Vulcan has still not died this game, and he has 100% kill participation with all of them being assists. This is a perfect support performance thus far as Dignitas arrived to the topside river. They want to try to answer the Baron attempt coming out from C9. Baron down to about 3,000 HP. XU wants to go in, look for the angle here with the steal, but FBI is already down to 1/3 HP. Blabber goes on a killing spree. XU is dead. Thanatos eating a ton of damage from the focus fire from the Ashe. Manages to get himself away for now. Sven still firing. Equalizer's not going to get anybody, so C9 will take 1 kill plus the Baron.
Okay, some control there for Cloud9. They stopped the Baron damage at like 2.7 thousand here, so XU not able to finish it off or anything. Goes in, wants to be close enough for a steal, but does not get low enough. Nice little focus there. Front side turret also going to take some damage. Nice little chunk here. Blabber gets some plate money as well.
Arrow hits Blabber. Follow-up from XU is there. Blabber already down to half HP. Drops the Cyclone, trying to get himself away to safety as the rest of C9 swoops through. Equalizer dropping over the top, but Blabber's still staying alive for now. Pressure into the back line from Thanatos with a nice 2-man knock-up. It's a double kill for APA, and Dignitas are scattered. Photon cannot get away from Sven. One more auto attack's going to take him out. Killing spree for the C9 AD carry. I don't even think we're going to need an Elder Dragon on this one. It is a 5 versus 2, and C9 are kicking in the doors to the base. Bottom inhibitor already gone. Nexus turrets under fire. APA and the rest of C9 found it all too easy to end the game right there. As soon as Dignitas went for Blabber, they did not have enough gas in the tank. Game 1 goes to C9.
Yeah, you saw all the long-range nukes from Cloud9 just taking out. Swap it the other way if they want, but it's basically a blind Varus as the flex was revealed here. And so Photon's pick of choice into the Varus is a Jax, which if you do, man,
that's a lot of vulnerability on the C9 bottom lane.
And XU does invest a lot for that. He didn't go for his Krug, so he hasn't been clearing.
Now here's the consequences of the earlier flash for flash. Blabber shows up mid lane, and it's all too.
He just so frequently excels on these setup mid laners, and now he's going to go for a top side.
Yep, there's the heroic entrance right on top of the 1v1 underneath the turret, but it's APA who sends himself into the grave. They still get their mark. They'll take down Photon as the wave gets eaten by the turret, but now Palafox is coming in to try to turn this into a 2-for-1 affair. Thanatos still trying to get all the way back out of here, flashes away from the seismic shove, sidesteps the threaded volley. Thanatos gets
was not harassed by enemy jungle or anything early on because, yeah, there it is.
Yep, and immediately Blabber just arrives into the top lane, point blank, piercing arrow straight to the face. Blabber will take. Thanatos is resting easy.
Yeah, Thanatos, as you can see, is a monster. Bottom side, though, we're going to get a little action.
Okay, XU trying to make his moves. Sven about to fall here, even pops the barrier, will ultimately die to FBI.
Yo, nice. He even gave the kill over to FBI Lucian here.
Yeah.
Get an extra honor after the game for that one.
Yeah, get extra +1.
And honestly, they do want to get FBI up to Essence River and up to you know, some having some threat here on the map. They can get an item on him, rotate him mid. APA is closing in though. APA flanking down here for the Dragon. It's kind of weird because nobody else is moving, and Blabber's literally on the grub. So that's a little bait. There's a little just a little walk down, take a look.
Just mean mugging him a little bit. All right, well, the Dragon does fall. That one goes over to Dignitas. Remember that in game number 1, Dig had an early lead in terms of gold, but they just never had it.
He can watch some minions die here. Oh, he's going to get this cannon though for show. XU's here to make sure of it.
All right, counter-strike immediately. Wind becomes lightning. Thanatos under pressure here as XU continues the chase. Thanatos already going to go ahead, spin the exhaust on that one. Paranoia's about to arrive as Blabber gets 1 kill, makes it an even trade here, and he wants even more. Going in after XU, but Blabber overcommits! XU gets the kill and barely...
Okay.
Dignitas beginning the objective. Would love to have a 2-0 Dragon start here in this second game. But C9 is jumping in. The Drake is already secured by XU. Heroic entrance from APA. Immediately, though, they just get the burst. That was a wallop for Palafox.
The eject button. Where's the cancel?
The emergency.
Abort mission! No!
The emergency ejection seat. Yeah. As Photon tries to get away from Thanatos, but no, it's a solo kill in the bottom lane. The Varus is over 50 farm ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's Photon gonna get his Trinity Force?
Next game?
Not super soon, but it could happen.
1,000 gold ahead, 2,000 of which is the individual lead for Thanatos over Photon. The Jax he still just has no footing.
Look at that, wait, that cannon! Oh, did he get that cannon?
Do you remember?
Probably not.
Hold on, Vulcan going in, finds the Pop Blossom. Blabber's ready to follow it up, and FBI is already down. Oh no, not again! This time it's Photon arriving into the middle of everyone here with the teleporters. The Chains of Corruption find him on the very edge of the fight. Photon will stay alive, but the damage is already done. FBI is already dead, and Dignitas feeling the feeling that you're feeling. That turret is most likely not long for this world. Sven has to flash away. FBI's ready to flash follow. Might just find himself the kill here onto the Caitlyn. The barrier keeps Sven alive for a little bit longer, but it's not enough. FBI picking up an important kill as topside. Photon and XU were trying to make the play here onto Thanatos, but a TP is about to arrive on the Cloud9 side. APA is there. He gets the taunt. Thanatos staying alive for now, but Photon finally gets his shutdown. Nicely done.
Okay. Dignitas here getting some money on the map. They go hard mid, they get a kill, they go hard top, another kill. Death to the 80 carries, they say. That's what the...
Kill both of them.
Oh, another one still.
Yeah, but back in mid lane, now we've got a problem as Vulcan is ready to help Blabber there with another Pop Blossom alley-oop.
Yeah, did I stutter? That's the 80 carries. All of them! That includes
Everybody's
you,
dead.
FBI!
If you are an AD carry in this game, you are dead.
Fair is fair. Okay, well.
Okay, but Dignitas has both of the early dragons so far. Third dragon is spawning here in 30 seconds. If Dignitas can move on to Soul Point.
Continue. Look at the Talia wall position now, right now from Palafox. Can he?
Yeah. Let's see, XU immediately jumps in. Sven bursted nearly down to 0, but he does barely hang on. APA also has to flash away to keep himself alive. Very well done from Dignitas. They don't get any kills, but they earn themselves total control over the dragon. They go to Soul Point.
Yeah, if they had gotten, like, maybe if that was a little bit nicely drawn up, could have been a tiny bit better. Cloud9 still going to be able to take these low health outer towers. Mid one down 2.
Yeah, and Blabber's going in yet again for the paranoia. APA arrives right behind.
The Baron's up already. You can try and go get some vision over by the bottom half of the map. We're just going to burn through this Baron. 7,000 health and just dropping. Dignitas, too late now.
Yeah, it's just a sneaky Baron. 24 minutes in. They've got to make this work. Blabber forced to flash. That's a nice start for Dig.
Yeah, at the very least, they know that the Nocturne used ult to secure Baron to, you know, cut off the vision. So there's no Nocturne threat here for Nocturne Galio, but you still have to worry about Nico Galio combos.
Yep, Palafox also no Weaver's Wall available on the Talia. Chains of Corruption find the Dignitas mid laner. Palafox nearly bursted down, but he barely keeps himself alive. APA versus Photon in the back part of the fight, but the heroic entrance brings APA into the main mix. Now C9 trying to realign their battle lines as XU stays close to the dragon. Thanatos chunked down below half. The rest of C9 in pretty good shape here as APA continues looking, prowling, trying to find Palafox. Culling is going to force Vulcan and Sven both away as Dignitas wants to go in for the Drake and try to secure it here. XU gets the smite and it's Mountain Soul over to Dignitas. But what about the fight after? XU barely keeping himself alive as APA falls and Dignitas not.
Are they good for another one? They took a game off TL. They took a game off of Lion. Some of these top teams. Palafox goes for a wall.
Palafox tries to ride the wall, but instead gets taunted as soon as he arrives.
Yeah, you're starting to feel better. And since XU has his 3 items, and he's going in on the Galio right now.
Yeah, APA finds himself in the middle of 3 Dignitas players, and I think he wants to get out of town, but they're not going to let him. Palafox takes the kill. 1-0 for Dignitas. They got 45 seconds. What can they do with it?
You can get out of town as long as your destination is death.
Dignitas are looking to take their second turret of this second game, as they will secure the tier 1 here in the mid lane, bring that gold lead back below 3,000 for C9. Mr. Kobe, there are less than 2 minutes on the timer until the Elder Dragon spawns. Now they're trying to make a move here onto Thanatos, who might just try to take Palafox with him, but he's not going to get there. Dignitas pick up another one.
Picking them up all.
They're just going to get it.
Dig Baron, baby. Dignitas a Baron with the Elder Dragon Soul Dignitas on one side, but Palafox is looking for another Talia wall. You see him in position.
Yep. And there it goes, gonna try to catch C9 on the wrong side of it, and APA is isolated. FBI kills him before the fight even starts. It's a 5v4 for Dignitas. Vulcan wants to try to turn it around here with a pop blossom, finds 3 targets, but where's the follow-up damage? XU's already on a killing spree, and Thanatos is down. FBI about to fall. Blabber goes into the resurrection, but Dignitas has already found themselves a couple of kills. It's about to be 3. A double kill for XU, and the only one left still standing on C9 is Vulcan.
Yeah, and Vulcan is gonna have a one-man army attempt at defending their base. It's not going to be easy. Dignitas, they're coming to end it, Flowers.
Dignitas is bringing it back.
Nice, guys. Good shit, good shit. I played that fight kind of bad.
Okay, they're not going for the end. Okay, we just go for a tower before the Elder.
Okay, okay.
This way you get more time on the Elder. I was like, oh man, they're just straight going for it. Death timers are still pretty short for that, so you get one tower first, and then you pick up the Elder afterwards, so you get more time on the buff. All good, okay.
This has been a great comeback for Dignitas. Remember that 10 minutes ago, we were talking about how they've got to secure this Dragon Soul. If they don't get the Dragon Soul here, the game's going
to get through Mountain Souls from Dignitas, and they've got the Elder Dragon buff on top. Sven is going to do his best. Trapline and Caitlyn pew pew, but I don't think Dignitas are going to be too worried about it.
No, they are not. They still have the Elder for another 90 seconds, although the Baron has now fallen off. We'll see how hard Dignitas wants to force this issue. Trapline in mid being such a pain for them to have to deal with, but they continue pressing forward anyway.
I mean, it is annoying to deal with. You can say that again because they're not pressing for it yet. Here we go. Still have the Elder Dragon buff. So still have to be careful.
Yeah, Photon immediately diving in, wants to start this fight with a kill on to Sven. A little bit more damage gets it done. The Elder finds the execution. Palafox goes on a killing spree, and now Photon's only going to be halted for a moment. Dignitas continues their chase. Thanatos trying to stand and fight. He goes golden, but the Dragon's going to execute him as soon as he drops it. FBI takes the kill there. Dignitas still have all 5 alive, and they might just go for the end right here.
They're going to do it all right. Dignitas going to even up this series, Flowers.
Dignitas bringing it back in a game number 2 where they were down almost 5,000 gold. FBI gets the kill there onto Blabber. It is only APA and Vulcan still standing. Vulcan finally dies. The deathless streak is over, and Dignitas ended it. They're going to work their way through these Nexus turrets. They will make their way onto the Nexus, and Dignitas has taken us to game 3.
And it's at the hands of Photon Jax. He delivers Vulcan his first death. Round out the team comp with a nice control mage, good range, good scaling.
Yep.
There we go. Instantly slam the expected Gnar, and we're gonna have a pretty fair fight here in game number 3 to determine the final result. Back out.
Yeah, this is a very early Dragon. Blabber is really taking it to heart that the Dragons have been super important so far in this series.
Yeah, when he had a good opportunity to go solo it up too. They also know that
Dragons, crabs.
Ooh, does he want to do a Sejuani ult from behind the Raptor?
It looks like he's thinking about it, and there it is. Glacial Prison immediately. Blabber flies over the wall, and APA picks up the first 80% full. XU's just hanging out on the side of the lane here, but the entire time, Blabber is just farming up his wolf camp, so getting further ahead. XU goes in for the full send after APA. Vi ulti already committed. APA still just trying to walk it away. Stays alive for now, but no, APA drops. He went into the river up here, as XU did want to start up the grubs, but since Blabber is in the neighborhood, he's going to put a stop to that, take over this objective himself. Grub number 1 already secured. And with Thanatos already forcing the wave into the tier 1 turret up in topside, Photon has to return over to that. So it's pretty difficult for Dignitas to try to do anything about this grub take. So that's going to be both early neutral objectives going C9's way.
All right, well, Blabber pretty happy about that one. It's probably not, you know, definitely greatly benefits the extra range and little poke there, but Blabber and the rest of Cloud9 up on the Dragon. Here we go.
All right, remember, there's no ulti available for the Rakan, and C9 just dogpile Ignar, kill him before anything can even be said about it from anyone else on Dignitas. C9's gonna earn themselves Drake number 2.
There you go, that was APA's flash to follow up on that.
Yeah.
They did the combo CC chain until death. Goodbye Ignar and goodbye Dragon. Extremely effective. Mainly the tank junglers, but oh, here we go, Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan with the flash engage, pulverize into the headbutt, knocks FBI back. Sven valking forward, needs a little bit more damage, but can't quite find it. Blabber arrives, throws out the Glacial Prison. Ignar and FBI both surviving with less than half HP remaining, as Palafox also showed up there with a teleport, was immediately exhausted by Blabber as soon as he arrived. And now Thanatos arriving himself, looking for a little bit more. Chases XU away, knocks half of his HP off, wants to go for the interrupt on the recall, but will not be able to cancel FBI in time. Thanatos with an R-bar charge, and the wave is about to crash into the tier 1 turret. C9 still want to make the play. Thanatos stepping up as Vulcan's ready to dive here with the unbreakable will. Nice CC coming through, but Palafox is still alive for now. C9 finally get enough damage to get the job done. Mega Gnar into the wall. Thanatos drops, though. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, they forced that real hard. Uses flash as well. They're still here, though. Blabber wants another round.
They're not done yet. Teleport coming in. They want to bring APA down to the party, get the Cassiopeia involved. Minion wave about to crash into the turret, and C9 is going to go right back in for a re-dive. Sven gets the kill, XU falls, both of them. Really bad for Dignitas, because now that next dragon is spawning just 30 seconds from now, as Vulcan tanking up here on the front lines, but C9 got to be careful. Rift Herald down to 3,000 HP, but a lot of burst into Vulcan. They might just be able to burn through the ultimate. Rift Herald secured by Blabber. Vulcan still incredibly low. Laser from Palafox doesn't quite have enough damage until Ignar shows up to guarantee it. Blabber hops in the Herald to try to get away. The rest of Dignitas still looking for more as they find the angle on the Sven, continue chasing, but Sven goes on a rampage and brings XU with him. It's a messy one up here in the top side.
All in all, Cloud9 still kind of staying on their pathway to success here towards a very early Dragon Soul in on the tower down there. We're back to live.
Yeah, it just never stops. That's back-to-back replays. We're right back into another fight, and Palafox is right back into the grave. Third death here in this third game on the Victor.
All right, Thanatos, 1.5. Wait a second. They're going to yoink this Gromp. Nothing that any of Dignitas. And so then you can set up another early move for yourselves.
Okay, APA finds himself in a bit of a compromised position here against Photon as XU swoops in. They need a little bit more burst damage to finish off the mid laner, and they get it done. Palafox even arrives to make
an extra lane, which Thanatos will dismantle shortly. But, like you say, getting the shutdown into the Victor here. If they can get to 2 items, it's actually really good to have both the Leandries and the Deathfire, since you're against a lot of Q over. Maybe Photon, even then, they don't have time.
Yeah, I really like this from C9. You've got Cassiopeia. You know you have so much Baron damage, so they just full send it and secure the Baron 20 minutes into the game. But now Dignitas is trying to take a fight on the back end of things. Photon soaking damage here in the front line as Vulcan creates space for the rest of C9. Thanatos trying to get away for now. He has the Narbar charge, but he's so low on HP. FBI's already got the kill onto Vulcan. Nice petrifying gaze from APA to buy a little bit more time for C9 to try to escape. But Photon arrives into the back. He finds his way towards Sven. Decimating Smash not going to hit because the flash over the wall from the C980 carry. But Dignitas are going to get another one. That's Baron for C9 very early, but Dignitas kills of then losing those objective bounties. But now Dignitas has control over the Dragon. That 21-minute soul that I was talking about earlier, wave goodbye to that one. Dignitas objective, and they even get everybody out.
For now.
For now, okay. Blabber looking to at least get some kind of a punish here. APA does plenty of damage on this Cassiopeia, but Photon is a very tanky boy. XU and FBI have to be concerned about Thanatos and Sven off to the left side of the fight here at the same time. Photon likely to fall. XU even lower. Stays alive for now, though, as they continue piling towards Photon. APA is going to take the kill on that one, but Sven also down. Palafox picking up a kill on the enemy 80 carry.
I mean, 1 for 1, yeah, Cloud9 are trying to extend the play and chase them further. Can they get more than just the one?
Yeah, it's looking like Blabber's got a great angle to hold these guys in position as APA flashes over the wall there, but the miasma FBI drops. Now Ignar is about to fall to the Twin Fangs as well. A double kill for APA. If he can get the third one here, that's going to be so big, but no, Palafox stays alive. Able to run down Dignitas there, find more off the back end of that play, so we'll see if C9 can continue accelerating their way forward. Blabber goes in, finds the ulti, lands it onto FBI, but there's no follow-up damage here just yet. Palafox tanking a ton, finally drops. Ignar's got to be careful here, but meanwhile on the side of the fight, XU makes his way into the back line. Sven barely hanging on for now. Blabber also super low, but XU couldn't get his target.
Okay, I mean,
On the approach, Thanatos with the full Gnar bar ready to go. Not going to find an angle for entry here just yet as C9 already begin DPS onto the objective. There's Thanatos, goes in for the Mega Gnar, doesn't find a whole lot of value, instead has to retreat back to the tier 1 turret, but he's made enough space for the rest of C9 to secure the Dragon Soul. Now Photon and Ignar are in trouble. The Rakan, very low, down to 20% HP, but it's Thanatos who falls to FBI. Ignar stays alive for now. Meanwhile, Dignitas is fighting on multiple fronts. APA trying to keep himself safe from XU, puts plenty of damage back into the buy, forces the flash away. Sven walks right up, face checks the brush, still gets the kill on the Photon and somehow stays alive. Sven is still fighting and kiting as APA goes on a rampage and FBI falls. Blabber continues the chase. It's only Ignar and Palafox and the Victor is almost completely out of mana. C9 wants to finish this. They want to ace him and they'll get all 5.
And they distraction and kind of threat pulling play from Thanatos. And the scramble afterwards, Flowers, after the battle lines are completely mixed up.
Oh, this is scuffed.
It is a very, very convincing game state for C9. 8,000 gold ahead, Dragon Soul in inventory, wearing Baron as Ignar tries to go in, immediately finds the quickness, but there's no follow-up damage, and Ignar is already down. Blabber might just die to the turret here, but C9 doesn't have damage to kill it before Blabber falls. FBI looking for these auto attacks. But again, C9 has mostly fully retreated. APA still off to the right side of the fight, just in case Dignitas overchase. But C9, they get a kill, they take down the tier 3 turret, they got what they came for.
Yeah, Blabber goes for his empowered recall, and since he's a spellbook user, teleports right back to the play.
With a brand new, shiny, unending despair to go with it. C9 still 5 alive in the enemy base. Top lane inhibitor down. Palafox does find a good little bit of burst there onto Sven, but nothing that truly threatens a lethal situation. Dignitas still looking, seeing if they can catch anybody on the retreat here, but C9 seems to have got away safe.
APA.
Vulcan immediately headbutt pulverized right in on top of XU, and the buy is already down. Vulcan will die here to the decimating smash, but the rest of C9 has arrived on the right side of the fight, and FBI has to kite. He gets himself all the way back into the base, but Photon has to die to cover his escape. Dignitas will end up losing to jungler and
the pressure on top side, and Cloud9 continue to close in.
And it's only a single auto attack that'll be required to kill that tier 3 turret in the mid lane. You can see it's got a bunch of crust on it. It's only standing at 5% HP to begin with, so things are going to get worse before they get better for Dignitas as Sven takes out the tier 3, starts putting the auto attacks into the mid lane inhibitor. That one's not going to stand much longer. Thanatos walks over to guarantee that they can force that down. So now it's only bottom lane still standing with the inhib intact for Dignitas. Photon back alive now. Dig has all 5 men, but they've really only got one more chance, one last fight if they want to try to make their stand here. Thanatos with an R-bar charge. It's Dignitas full sending after Sven, but Vulcan's doing a good job peeling for his AD carry. The Corki not under any true threat as the Nexus turrets fall. The first is already out of the picture. The second will be the next target. Baron empowered minions already in position here as Dignitas have to run back into the fountain, try to get whatever healing they can, but the base is quickly evaporating. C9 going for their series-ending push right here. Photon and Palafox trying to stand and defend. XU also bursted low. Sven goes on a rampage and Palafox falls. Photon will be a double kill for the Corki as FBI at least gets some damage back. He's trying to outfight this, but Thanatos is done. He will end the game, take the Nexus. C9 win the series 2-1.